What's up, guys? Attempting to do a sunrise summit hike on Quandary Peak tomorrow. Gonna leave here from Denver at about 1 a.m. Hopefully be at the trailhead by 3 a.m. and summit somewhere between 6 to 7 a.m. The golden hour tomorrow starts at 6:20, ends at around 7:20. So as long as I can come close to meeting that goal, or at least get close to summit, I think it's gonna be a great success photography and video wise, but we'll see. Anyways, all I wanna do and at the end of things is make a safe summit, have a real nice hike, and then make it down safely, of course. So waking up at 12:30 a.m. here in about 9 hours. I've got to have everything ready to go, and I'm going to show you some of the clothes that I'm going to be wearing on this hike and what's in my pack that I'm going to be bringing with my hike as far as camera gear, extra batteries, and all that stuff. Weather's supposed to be good tomorrow, but you never know in the mountains. Temperature's forecasted to be 9 degrees with 12 to 14 mile an hour northwest winds. We are going up the East Ridge, so we are going to have some wind chill on the ascent up to the summit, and at the summit there's no ridge or side of the mountain to really block those winds coming from the west, so it's probably going to be pretty windy at the top, a lot more than the forecasted 12-20 mile an hour gusts, which is going to bring the wind chill significantly low. So we're going to want to get on the summit, get the pictures taken as fastly as possible, make some good video, and then get down off the summit as fast as possible. Gear is also a personal preference. This is just what I bring. Your results may vary. I think this is the best setup that I have that I can afford right now. I'm always upgrading my setup, trying to get better clothing, lighter clothing, more warmth to weight ratio, stuff like that, better camera gear, lighter camera gear, etc. Just trying to pack as lightly as possible, and then just to make sure that I have everything that I need and I'm not skimping on things. It's a work in progress, and I'm always looking to upgrade my setup. First thing, climbing a 14er in the winter, snow goggles are essential. Snow's gonna be blowing everywhere. We're doing this in the dark, so I've got a pretty heavy duty headlamp. It uses 3 AA batteries. I've used it before on 14ers. It really brightens up the path and helps the night hiking a lot. I've got a head strap for the GoPro 7. I don't know how much I'm going to be using this. Whenever the GoPro 7 is in cold, it doesn't hold up very well, so I've got to use like hand warmers and stuff to keep it warm so it'll be able to operate. I may use that if I can until the GoPro shuts off. Hiking snow boots. These are Solomon's. They're pretty good. My feet still get cold in extreme temperatures. That's why I've got these mountaineering socks, and they help quite a bunch. I mean, cold feet just suck, so hopefully this can keep my feet warm. As far as my main base layer, 250 merino wool base layer. On top of that, I got a light, pretty much nylon base layer I'm gonna put over the merino wool base layer. For warmth, I'm gonna use this down jacket. I think it's 150, 200 down. I don't know exactly what it is, but all I know is it keeps me warm as hell, and it has throughout this winter so far when doing sub-alpine lakes at 12,000 feet or so. So hopefully this holds up pretty good in the cold temperatures on the top of Quandary Peak. Smart wool underwear, smart wool base layer, and some pretty good snow pants that I got off Amazon for around $50, and they're super warm. I've also got this lightweight fanny pack. Inside of this, I keep all my power, spare GoPro batteries, spare GoPro mount. This is the bag that I put my GoPro in when I'm not using it. I want to put it back in the fanny pack, extra Nikon battery, and also what I keep in here is a portable hand warmer, which is also a battery charger, and another portable battery charger. This thing's been able to recharge my GoPro batteries on the go, and it charge at least 1 to 1.5, sometimes 2, depending on how cold it is out, batteries to a full charge while I'm hiking. and also spare batteries and various charging cords. And the main purpose of this this fanny pack is it's kind of like a battery oven, because I will put various hand warmers throughout this pack to keep it warm. And batteries drain, they don't operate in extreme cold weather, so I want to keep this as warm as possible. So it's kind of, I just call it a little battery oven, and seems to be working pretty good so far. Now my actual pack, it's a low pro photography backpack. I'm not sure of the exact model, but attached to this I will have my snowshoes, which may or may not be needed on Quandary, but all the research reports said that snowshoes are needed, so I'll be bringing those. Ice axe, you never know when you may need it, so I have one. It doesn't weigh much, it weighs less than a pound, so might as well bring it. On the bottom of the backpack, I got the Short Ground Really Right Stuff tripod. So here's a breakdown of what's in my pack. I've got some trekking poles that I just bought and haven't used yet. I think they may be useful on the steady 1,000 foot elevation gains per mile. I got a top pouch here. I don't really keep anything in here except my car key and toilet paper. I never open that way I don't lose my car key. As far as in the actual pack, I've got my gaiters, snow gaiters, 2 liters of water. I'm sorry, 1 liter of water. Spare headlamp. Rain jacket made by Mammut. Haven't tried this out yet in extreme conditions. Hopefully I don't have to, but we'll see. Spare beanie. Spare gloves. And spare wool socks. I've got a small compartment inside of the camera bag, and I keep spare hand warmers in here, an emergency heat blanket, first aid kit, multi-tool, electrical tape, a couple of zip ties, and just stuff like that you may need for an emergency. Some things that I just put in the backpack the night prior, plenty of hand warmers. I'll be using most of this on the trail. Valeray photography gloves. Windbreaker for the face. Micro spikes. Also have some merino wool hand liners. Hands are gonna get cold up there, even though my photography gloves have inserts for hand warmers, which I will be utilizing. This is just an extra layer of insulation and protection from the cold. Not much by itself, but it helps when layering your hands. On the side panel is where I have my camera. I've got a 24mm 1.8 lens on it. It's a Nikon D750. I keep 2 64GB memory cards in there, more than I'll ever use, but you never know. And that's pretty much it for my camera gear. I don't bring any zoom lenses or any spare lenses or any spare bodies. If the camera screws up and fails, then I'll just call it a wash, but that's a risk I'm willing to take with the amount of weight that I'm able to save versus bring in extra gear. If I can make that sunrise time, it's gonna be because of the less weight that I carry on my pack, and that helps me move faster. It's worth the risk to me just carrying one main camera body and lens. It's also a good thing, or for me anyway, I find it handy to carry various clips. When you're wearing gloves and it's freezing cold out and the wind's blowing, sometimes you just need to let something hang off of you and you don't want to put it in your pockets or whatever. Just clip it. I do it with gloves, I do it with headlamps, I'll do it with water bottles. It just makes a lot of sense to me, and it works very well for me. Also keep a multi-survival tool, I guess you may want to call it, right by my chest. It shows you the temperature, there's a whistle, and also a compass. That's pretty much all I'm going to be bringing on this hike in the attempt to summit Mount Quandary during the winter. You may have noticed I don't bring any snacks or anything. It's just extra weight, and I mainly fast pretty much every day, so my body's just used to using, stored glycogen as energy. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and hopefully we'll have a successful summit tomorrow. If we do, expect a video from that. Either way, expect a video of our Quandary Sunrise Summit attempt sometime soon.